This course is brought to you by AppyPie as part of our Academy series.
So this is the unified look for your website. And the first thing that we want to do is decide on your color palette. What are the key colors that you want to be using on your website? And to create a professional looking website, you usually want 4 colors. The first is a key color that stands out. In this case, the key color that I'm using is this green right here. And I didn't come up with this green myself. I actually found it from this website. For some reason, I really like this shade of green. And then I just use a free app on the Mac App Store called Mini Picker, where you can grab the color and then copy this hex code, which is how colors are represented on the internet, and just paste it in here. And then I needed to find more colors. So I recommend that you have 2 key colors. And the reason why is if you go to my website where I created that landing page for Thrive Architect, you'll see that the green was 1 key color, but I also wanted a different key color for my call to action buttons. And a general rule with websites is anywhere you want someone to click, you want to have it be its own color. So here, this color was the blue. Now, the tricky part is how do you find colors that go well together, that match? And there's actually a lot of awesome tools that help us accomplish this. And my favorite is, I don't know how to pronounce this, but coolers.co. And it's a color generator that's completely free. So you can start the generator, and then what you do is you put in any colors you already have. So I know I want to use this green. I paste that in here, and then I lock it down, and then press spacebar. And you just keep pressing spacebar until you find another key color that you really enjoy. And what I'm looking for is a color that contrasts the green here that I have. So after pressing space for a really long time, and by the way, if you miss a color, you can always undo and go back, I eventually landed on this really nice blue here. So let's grab that color. Whoops. And then once I had that blue, I locked that down. So those are my 2 key colors, and you're gonna want 2 key colors for your own website. And by the way, if you don't see a color on a website that you really like, or you don't know how to pick it off from the website using that app Mini Picker, you could just open up a new colors tab with no locked colors, start the generator, and just keep clicking spacebar until you find a color that you like. And let's say your key color that you really like is this red right here. You could lock it down and now look for your second key color. So it's really that simple. And one other resource for you, if you want to have ideas for colors, is a website called UI Gradients. These are beautiful gradients for your website, but they also just have great colors. So if you're looking for a key color, and let's say you want to look for a purple pinkish kind of thing, you can just grab any of these colors and throw them in the generator by copy and pasting that code. And then click spacebar and find another key color. Once you've identified your 2 key colors, the next colors you're going to want to use is an off-white and an off-black. And for whatever reason, it just looks so much better on a website when it's almost white but not quite white, or almost black but not quite black. So what I recommend doing is once you've chosen your 2 key colors, click the lock button to lock those down, and then keep clicking spacebar until you get an off-white and an off-black. So this is a great example of an off-black. It's not pure black, but it's pretty close. And now we just need an off-white. There we go. So that's it. These are the only 4 colors you need to create an awesome looking website. And once you find them, you're just going to want to copy and paste these codes into your design code so they're always there. And one thing you may have noticed when you looked at my website is there were some different colors besides those 4 colors. So for example, this green here is different than my key green here. But what I did was I took that main solid green color and I lowered the opacity. And that's just called a tint. And by using the same color but changing the tint, the site still has a professional look where it feels like all the colors are purposeful. So don't worry if that didn't make sense. I'll show you when we're actually building a website what that means. But just know that with these 4 colors, you have a lot of options.